Dear students, 10th Standard Sanskrit, Chapter 1, Samvadadvam. Samvadadvam means, may all of you speak together. Samvadadvam means, may you speak together. The introduction, first paragraph. Vedas are preeminent source of Indian knowledge and religious tradition. Four Vedas known as Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda are in poetry form. The verses of Vedas are called mantras. In these mantras, there are many incantations through which advice is given. So, the first three slokas are taken from Veda and the advice is given in it. Second paragraph, for enhancing Vedic ideas, various learned poet devotees, being inspired by such Vedic prayers, have composed many incantations and prayers in different popular meters. These prayers are also in poetry order and are called shlokas. Like Vedas, these slokas are also composed keeping in mind the universal feelings. Not only that, but the desire of welfare of every human being is also expressed. Two of such well-known prayers are presented here. So here in this Samvadadvam, there are three slokas from Veda and there are two other slokas which are expressing the well-being of the people. We have the tradition of having an invocation at the beginning of any work. Following the same tradition, let us begin our learning of Sanskrit with these mantras and slokas. The mantras of Rig Veda selected in the lesson preaches about social behavior. Second mantra selected from Yajur Veda is a prayer for removing evils or vices. Whereas in third mantras, the Atharva Veda, an advice is given which should be a model of family life. The last two verses reveal the good wishes for the welfare of entire society and country. तो इसमें पहले जो तीन श्लोक है दे आर फ्रॉम वेदस और दूसरे दो श्लोक जो है वो वेल बीइंग के फॉर्म में है. दे आर नॉट फ्रॉम वेदस, मगर ऐसा वेद पढ़ते पढ़ते किसी को ऐसा अच्छा लगा तो उन्होंने श्लोक बना दिया. तो वो दो श्लोक है उसमें. राइट. सो वी मूव टू द फर्स्ट श्लोक. सो फर्स्ट श्लोक that is from Rig Veda. So here the first slok, Samgacchadvam Samvadadvam Samho Manamsi Janatam Deva Bhagam Yatha Purve Samjanana Upasate. So here in this slok, Sam means together, Gacchadvam means go, Vadadvam means speak, Manamsi means mind, Bhagam means part, Purve means earlier and Upasate means sir. So here Gacchadvam means go together. Okay students, go is not written but you have to write go together. Gacchadvam means go together. So here we have seen the words and their meaning in English. So what will be the translation of this sloka? So translation is, just as God having similar mind accept the part of oblation as earlier, in the same way may you all walk together, may you speak together, and may your mind be similar to each other. Right, student? Once again, just as God having a similar mind, accept the part of oblation as earlier, in the same way, may you all walk together, speak together, and your mind be similar to each other. राइट ये श्लोक में क्या है स्टूडेंट? वेद में कहा गया है कि जैसे भगवान जो थे पहले, वो जो सब भगवान मिल के अपना काम करते थे और जो भी मिलता था वो जैसे आपस में बांटते थे, वैसे ही हमको सबको साथ मिल के चलना चाहिए, साथ में ही एक ही सुर में एक ही बात कहनी चाहिए, किसी को अलग अलग बात नहीं कहनी चाहिए. Right? So here you should remember that united we stand, divided we fall. The importance of unity is said in this shloka. Right? So this is first shloka. Second slok. Visvani deva savita duritani parasuva yad badram tanna asuva. This श्लोक is from Yajurved. Here the worship is done of sun god. सूर्य देव की वर्शिप की गई है इसमें. हम सब सुबह में उठ के नहा धो के हम सूर्य को पानी चढ़ाते हैं, जल चढ़ाते हैं, राइट? तो तब हमको ये श्लोक बोलना चाहिए, जिससे हमको क्या मिलता है? शक्ति मिलती है, ताकत मिलती है, राइट? सो दिस श्लोक इज फॉर द सन गॉड. So what is there here in this shlok? Visvani. Vishwani means all. Deva means God. Savita means sun. Duritani means remove. Parasuva means our vices. Bhadram means good. Asuva means make us acquire. Right? So translation will be, dear students, O sun god, please remove all our vices. Make us acquire that which is good for us. Once again student, the translation, O sun god, please remove all our vices. Make us acquire that which is good for us. So here in this sloka, the sun god is addressed, who is making day and night, right? If sun is there in the sky, then darkness is removed, right? Bright light is shown. So by worshipping sun god, we are asking from him to remove the vices and bring good things in our life. Right, students? Have you understood this shloka? Now we go to third shloka. Third slok, which is from Atharva Veda. Right? So we go for the third slok. अनुव्रतः पितुः पुत्रो मात्रास भवतु सम्मनः जायापत्ये मधुमतीं वाचां वदतु शान्तिवान्. What is there in this sloka? Anuvrata. Anuvrata means follower. Pituhu, father. Putro, son. Matra, mother. Sammana, having similar mind. Sam means similar. Mana means mind. Having similar mind. Jaya, wife. Patye, to husband. Madhumatim, sweet. Santivam, full of calmness. Full of calmness. Santivam means full of calmness. So translation will be, the son should be follower of his father's vow. He should have his mind similar to his mother's mind. The wife should speak sweet speech full of calmness to her husband. Right, student? Once again, the translation: the son should be follower of his father's work. He should have his mind similar to his mother's mind. The wife should speak sweet speech full of calmness to her husband. Right? So here what is there in this sloka, dear students? Here in this sloka, the advice is given that how the family should live a happy life. How can a family be called happy? When the son is following the advices of the father and he is taking the business of the father on the next level. And he should have the calmness of his mother. And how should be the wife? The wife should speak the sweet words and her mind should be calm, and at that time there should be no quarrel in the house and everyone will be happy. So here the unity, how can the family be united? This advice is given in this shloka. Right, students? Now we go to fourth slok. So now student, first three slokas that we have learned, they are from Vedas. And now the remaining two slokas, that is fourth and fifth slok, is not from Vedas, but the people who have learned Veda, they have made the slokas. Right? And the fourth slok is for the well-being of the earth. Right? Well-being for the people on the earth. So we go to the fourth slok. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. So what is there in this sloka? Sarve means all. Sukhinah means happy. Niramayaha means free from disease. Bhadrani means beneficial matters. And Dukhabhag means unhappy. So this sloka is for the well-being of the human beings on the earth. Not only for our family, but for the whole earth, because the whole earth is our family. Right? पूरी दुनिया हमारी फैमिली है, ऐसा हम मानते हैं. तो उनके लिए ये श्लोक है कि दुनिया में कोई दुखी ही नहीं रहेगा, सब सुखी रहेंगे. Then there will be happiness. Right? So here is the fourth slok and the translation is, we have seen the word and the meaning. Now the translation will be, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah means may all be happy. Sarve santu niramaya means may all be free from disease. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, may all see beneficial matters. And ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet means may all see, may not anyone be unhappy. Right? Once again, translation. May all be happy. May all be free from diseases. May all see beneficial matters. May not anyone be unhappy. Right? So, here in this law, the beneficial matters for the human being of the earth is given. Right? So now we move to fifth slok. काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथ्वी सस्यशालिनी देशो अयं क्षोभरहितो मानवाः सन्तु निर्भयाः. Right? So this is our fifth slok. Kale means at proper time. Parjanya means rain. Prithvi means earth. Sasya Shalini means full of crops. Kshobhrahito means free from anxiety. And Nirbhaya means fearless. So what will be the translation, dear students? May rain fall at proper time. Kale varshatu parjanyah means may rain fall at proper time. Prithvi sasya shalini, may the earth be full of crops. Desho ayam kshobha rahito, may this country be free from anxiety. Manavaha santu nirbhaya, may all human beings be fearless. Right? So once again the translation. May rain fall at proper time. May the earth be full of crops. May this earth be free from anxiety. May all human beings be fearless. Right? So this is our translation of 5 shlokas. Okay, students? So now we go to exercise. So dear student, exercise 1. अधोलिखितेभ्यः विकल्पेभ्यः समुचितम् उत्तरं चिनुत. Right? So what is there in it? Choose the correct answer from the given alternatives. Right? अधोलिखितेभ्यः विकल्पेभ्यः समुचित उत्तरं चिनुत means choose the correct answer from the given alternatives. So 4 options are given and you have to find out the right answer. And I have marked also, student. Purve ke samjananaha bhagam upasate. So the answer will be devaha. Right? Kavihi kim yachate. So you will write Badram. Jaya कीदृशी वाचं वदतु शान्तिवां ख. Right? पर्जन्यः कदा वर्षतु. तो क्या आएगा? लास्ट वन काले. Right? Now we go to sixth one. हे देव दूरितानि परासुव. So what will be in the blank? Savitar. 7. पुत्रः blank अनुव्रतः भवतु. तो क्या आएगा उसमें? पितुः. पुत्रः पितुः अनुव्रतः भवतु. 8. blank निरामयाः भवन्तु. So answer will be सर्वे. सर्वे निरामयाः भवन्तु. 9. सर्वे blank पश्यन्तु. तो answer will be भद्राणि. सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु. 10. पृथ्वी blank भवतु. सस्यशालिनी. पृथ्वी सस्यशालिनी भवतु. So these are our 10 blanks. Right? Now we go on page number 4. Exercise 2. एक वाक्येन संस्कृत भाषया उत्तरत means write the answer in Sanskrit in one sentence. First one. पूर्वे देवाः कथं भागम् उपासते. So I have written Sanjanana. You cannot write only in this way, Sanjanana. Okay, students? I have written only for you the answer as I am not there in the class, but you will write the whole answer. पूर्वे देवाः संजानाना भागम उपासते. राइट, पूरा आंसर लिखना है आपको. इन लैंग्वेज यू हैव टू राइट द फुल आंसर. यू कैन नॉट राइट ओनली इन वन वर्ड. ओके, अदरवाइज मार्क्स विल बी कट इन एग्जाम. ओके, सो यू हैव टू राइट द फुल आंसर. आपको फुल आंसर लिखना है. सेकेंड, जाया कस्मै मधुमतीं वाचं वदतु. द आंसर विल बी पत्ये. सो यू विल राइट जाया पत्ये मधुमतीं वाचं वदतु. थर्ड, मानवाः कीदृशाः सन्तु. निर्भयाः. आंसर इज निर्भयाः. सो यू विल राइट मानवाः निर्भयाः सन्तु. फोर्थ, कः क्षोभरहितः भवतु. आंसर इज अयं देशः. सो यू विल राइट फुल आंसर. अयं देशः क्षोभरहितः भवतु. थर्ड एक्सरसाइज, रेखांकितानां पदानां स्थाने प्रकोष्ठात् उचितं पदं प्रयुज्य प्रश्नवाक्यं रचयत. मीन्स मेक क्वेश्चंस. राइट, ब्रैकेट में दिए हैं वर्ड्स कदा, कह, कीदृशी, का. I have written the meaning of those words. Kada means when. Kaha means who. But when kaha is used masculine. When masculine gender is there, you will use kaha. Kidrushi means how. And ka means who. Ka means also who, but it is used with masculine gender. Feminine gender. Ka is used with feminine gender. स्त्रीलिंग जिसे हम कहते हैं. और कह आएगा पुल्लिंग के साथ. फर्स्ट, जाया मधुमतीं वाचं वदतु. अब जाया की जगह अंडरलाइन वर्ड दिया है तो उसकी जगह हमको परफेक्ट वर्ड लिखना है. तो जाया निकाल के हमको क्या लिखना है, का, क्योंकि जाया मीन्स स्त्रीलिंग. राइट, इसलिए का आएगा. का मधुमतीं वाचं वदतु. जो हमारे पास फुल स्टॉप है उसकी जगह हम करेंगे क्वेश्चन मार्क. इफ यू विल नॉट डू डियर स्टूडेंट्स द क्वेश्चन मार्क्स, देन ऑल्सो द मार्क्स विल बी कट बिकॉज यू आर टर्निंग द सेंटेंस इनटू द क्वेश्चन. सो देयर विल बी द क्वेश्चन मार्क. वंस अगेन, का मधुमतीं वाचं वदतु क्वेश्चन मार्क. सेकेंड, पुत्रः माता सम्मना भवतु. तो पुत्र कैसा यानी मैस्कुलाइन, इसलिए पुत्र की जगह क्या आएगा, कह. कह मात्रा सम्मना भवतु क्वेश्चन मार्क. कह मात्रा सम्मना भवतु क्वेश्चन मार्क. थर्ड, काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः. काले निकाल के क्या करेंगे, कदा. राइट, सो कदा वर्षतु पर्जन्यः क्वेश्चन मार्क. फोर्थ वन, आज्ञार्थस्य अन्य पुरुष बहुवचन रूपाणि चिनुत. डियर स्टूडेंट, वी हैव नॉट डन दिस आज्ञार्थ जस्ट नाउ, राइट, बट आई एम गिविंग यू द आंसर. इट विल बी डन आफ्टरवर्ड्स. संतु, पश्यन्तु एंड भवन्तु. These three are the forms of आज्ञार्थस्य अन्य पुरुष बहुरूपाणि. Okay, संतु, पश्यन्तु and भवन्तु. Now we go to fifth exercise. So the dear students, fifth exercise, प्रश्नानाम् उत्तराणि आङ्ग्लभाषया लिखत. Right? So there are 4 questions and the questions are in English. So you have to write the answer in English just as we were doing in 9th standard. Okay? So you will be able to write the answer of those 4 questions and I am leaving it on you. You will write the answer of those 4 questions by seeing the shlokas. Right? Now we go to 6th exercise. Ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. Express the spirit of this maxim in your own words. क्या करना है इसमें स्टूडेंट्स, जस्ट एज इन अर्थ विस्तार इन 9th स्टैंडर्ड. यू रिमेंबर व्हाट वी वर डूइंग. फर्स्ट वी वर राइटिंग द श्लोक, सो यू हैव टू राइट मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग भवेत्. देन बिलो इट यू विल राइट ट्रांसलेशन, ऐसा लिखोगे, एंड देन यू विल राइट द ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ इट. ओके, एंड देन एक्सप्लेनेशन. तो एक्सप्लेनेशन करके आप 15 सेंटेंसेस में लिखोगे अपने आप कि व्हाट इज देयर इन दिस श्लोक, राइट. So well-being well-being for the human being is expected in this sloka. Everyone should be happy, and if everyone is happy, then the whole earth will be happy. There will be no worry, no tension, nothing, right? If someone is suffering on the earth, then we also suffer, right? So here the well-being of the people is described in this shloka. ऐसा करके आपको सब कुछ लिखना है. That you will be able to write. इसमें आपकी ओरिजिनलिटी चाहिए. So you will be able to write in 15 sentences. Okay students? Then 7th exercise. श्लोक पूर्ति कुरुत. First श्लोक संगच्छध्वा उपासते. This is first श्लोक. And सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः भवेत्. Fourth श्लोक. So from first chapter, first श्लोक and fourth श्लोक that you have to memorize for your board exam, right students? Once again, फर्स्ट चैप्टर का पहला श्लोक और चौथा श्लोक आपको बोर्ड एग्जाम के लिए और स्कूल की एग्जाम के लिए मेमोराइज करना है, राइट. सो बी प्रिपेयर्ड विथ इट. सो वी हैव कंप्लीटेड द फर्स्ट चैप्टर हियर, एंड आई होप you will have understood it well. Thank you.